Hey, Colin here with another Mind Power training video, and this one I've entitled Proof Self-Affirmations Work. And it was inspired by an email that I got from Becky, and it goes, Hi, hello Colin, I love your last video about subconscious mind control and the elephant whispering technique. In it you talk about the power of affirmations. I was wondering if these self-affirmations really work. Saying out loud, let it be easy, or anything possible. Does it really make a difference? Is it really supposed to change your life? I'd be interested to hear your thoughts. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can prove to yourself right now that self-affirmations work. And all you're going to need in order to do that is a pencil. So stay with me. Okay, let's start at the beginning. So what are self-affirmations? Well, put simply, they are a positive statement about a desired situation or a habit or an event or a goal. And when repeated with some energy or passion, they can make a big difference to the shifts we need to make in the inner world so that we get the changes that we want in the outer world. And they are a fantastic tool to bridge the subconscious mind with the conscious mind. And what they enable us to do is communicate between the two with a bit of purpose. And it's the subconscious mind, as you know from my previous videos, that is the real powerhouse. Any change at this level will give us long-lasting change. If we try and use the conscious mind and willpower, we're not going to get lasting change. But when we align these two, we can get, as I said, real powerful change. And all of us are guilty of having self-sabotaging beliefs, limiting beliefs, blocks that stop us. And if we pay attention to the things that we say either in the outside world or in our head, and I mean, do you talk to yourself? Now you probably just went, I don't know, do I? Which probably means you do talk to yourself, right? We have these inner thoughts, these inner dialogue, and we also have external. We're all guilty of saying things like, for instance, I want to be wealthy, I want to have money, but I'll never be rich. Or I really want to get that promotion, but I know it's going to go to somebody else. Or I really want love in my life, but no one's really going to love me. And I want you to notice two things. One, what comes after the word but? And in the Mind Power Academy, and use information below, just click on the link below and you can get more information on that. I talk about this little word but, because often what comes before the but is the positive, what comes after the but is the negative. And that's where the energy drops down. If you listen to my voice, I want that promotion, but I'm never going to get it. Down comes the voice, down comes the energy, and there's the block, right? So affirmations are absolutely brilliant for doing a number of things. They can help us develop a skill quicker and faster. They can help us boost our self-esteem and our self-worth and our self-confidence. They can help us with motivation to keep going when it gets a little bit tricky and we get a little bit stuck. So they're fantastic for a number of things. Now, what I said to you is I want for you to actually prove to yourself that they work, that when we affirm something, it has an effect on the subconscious mind, because the conscious mind is the master, the subconscious mind is the servant. When we are purposeful and deliberate with the conscious mind, otherwise it's the subconscious mind that's driving everything. But we can begin to recondition the subconscious mind. Now let me show you what I mean. Now you're going to need a pencil or a pen for this. Either will do. And it's a three-part process. So part one, we're going to do a test. We're going to see how strong we are. Part two, we're going to affirm something negative and then test. And then part three, we're going to affirm something positive and then we're going to test. And we're going to see this this subconscious and conscious connection and see how this works. So I'll demo it first. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to use your non-dominant hand, which is my left hand, to hold on to your pencil. And you're going to clamp your finger and thumb together as tight as you can, and you're going to test to see how strong your finger and thumb is clamping around the pen or the pencil. So I'm going to lock this down, and I'm going to push down, and I can just about move the pencil. Okay, so that's your test. Now, you want to be picking up on small things. It might not be massive, it might be small, and it's going to be, you know, different for you than it is for me. So, and your experience, obviously, you need to validate it with your experience. Now, second thing we're going to do now is we're going to affirm something negative. So I'm going to say my left hand, finger and thumb getting weaker and weaker. And I'm going to repeat this about 10 times. And I'm going to continue repeating that. And I'm going to get in, I'm going to really picture it, and I'm going to say it like I mean it, and then I'm going to test, see what happens. And then I'll do the opposite, I'll do a positive. So here we go. Left arm, finger and thumb getting weaker and weaker. Finger and thumb getting weaker and weaker. My finger and thumb is getting weaker and weaker. My finger and thumb is getting weaker and weaker. My finger and thumb is getting weaker and weaker. My finger and thumb is getting weaker and weaker. My finger and thumb is getting weaker and weaker. My finger and thumb is getting weaker and weaker. My finger and thumb is getting weaker and weaker. And even though I've done this a few times, it still amazes me. So even though I was really working hard to clamp my finger and thumb, it's much, much harder to do for me. Now, let's just shake that out. So now we're going to affirm something positive. So what I'm going to say now is left arm, finger and thumb getting stronger and stronger. And I'm going to say it like I mean, I'm going to picture it and see what happens. So left arm, finger and thumb getting stronger and stronger. Finger and thumb getting stronger and stronger. My finger and thumb are getting stronger and stronger. My finger and thumb is getting stronger and stronger. My finger and thumb is getting stronger and stronger. My finger and thumb is getting stronger and stronger. My finger and thumb is getting stronger and stronger. My finger and thumb is getting stronger and stronger. My finger and thumb is getting stronger and stronger. My finger and thumb is getting stronger. So much, much harder to push down. Now for you, it may not be as exaggerated as that. And what you can do is you can turn the pencil upside down or the pen, and you can use the nib, and you can see, because obviously you really feel the pressure, it creates like a real dent, the difference between weaker and weaker and stronger and stronger. But what it shows is that the subconscious mind is always paying attention, and what we say or affirm inside or outside has an effect. So self-affirmations, when positive, can begin to recondition the subconscious mind. Now, a couple of things. Firstly, when you hear yourself saying something negative, or you begin to write out some positive affirmations and you begin to say them, you're probably going to feel uncomfortable. It's because it's a different way of thinking to the way that you have been thinking. And so it can be uncomfortable. And that's a bit like wearing this t-shirt versus wearing this shirt, tie and jacket. Now, if I'm used to wearing a t-shirt and all of a sudden I start wearing this, it's going to feel very uncomfortable. The tightness around my neck, and it just doesn't feel like me because I'm a t-shirt guy. That's a bit like the old belief or the old limiting thought or the old negative thought. But I'm trying on something new so that I can create something new. And as I said, it will feel uncomfortable to begin with. But if I wear this every single day, I put this on every single day, it's not long before it becomes the new me. And that new me is the new thought, new belief, new habit. So expect it to feel uncomfortable. And you'll read lots of forums out there that will say that's why it doesn't work. That's not actually true. It's going to feel a little bit uncomfortable, but if you persist and you continue and you use what I've talked about in the last video around getting yourself into a state of alpha, where the subconscious mind is so much more susceptible to a new thought or a new idea, and then you begin to tell the subconscious mind consciously, deliberately and purposely, you'll get change. It will happen. And the other thing I'd just like to say is that I'm not advocating that self-affirmations are the be-all or the end-all. They are part of the Mind Power Toolkit, not the complete toolkit. It's not 100% of one thing, it's 1% of 100 things that gets the changes that we want. But nevertheless, they're still very, very powerful. So, to leave you with them, I've created an ebook that you'll be able to download. And this ebook is all about how to make affirmations work for you. It's how to think positively and change your life. And you can download it below here, but I'm only going to keep it on here for the next 10 days free, because then it's going into the Mind Power Academy. And so you can get this for the next 10 days free. And if it's not there now, it means that 10 days is up. But you can go into the Academy and there'll be a link below and you can get the Mind Power Academy and all the tools and everything. Plus you'll be able to get this book. And in this book, I cover, if you're a practical person, I cover what are they, why they work, and how to make them work. So there's a few things you need to know that make affirmations more powerful. If you're more you're into the sort of esoteric side of personal development and the cosmic energy and the cosmic universe, then I cover that as well. So there's the practical and the esoteric. Bring those together, you've got a fantastic book. So what I suggest you do is tell me what you thought about the video. You know how you can do that below. There's these funky buttons down there, and that gives me an indication of what you want. Plus, you can help me spread the word, and you can tell your friends and family about this video and this ebook that they can get for the next 10 days, free, but then it's not going to be free. So help me spread the word, and also let me know what you thought. And with this little experiment with the pencil, so if you got a result with that, it's impossible not to get a result. You're going to get a result. Let me know. Leave a comment. What you thought to that. So with that, thank you very much. Remember, help spread the word. Hit those funky buttons below. Get the word out there. Use your favorite social media platform. And I'll look forward to seeing you on the next video or inside the Mind Power Academy.